800-428-1570. That's 800-428-1570. Agents are standing by 24/7, so go ahead and call now. 800-428-1570.
Welcome, folks, to Fifth Street Sports. I'm Frank Perez. Today I'm joined with my co-host, Florida Rick. We're on Sports Byline, the USA Radio Network, also on American Forces Network. You can catch us on iHeartRadio and Facebook.com/Fifth Street Sports. Also at Facebook, Fifth Street Sports. Well, Rick, yesterday we went 5-5. A little choppy day. We put out a lot of games. But, folks, today what we're going to concentrate on the show is we're going to do a lot of time. We got some more Super Bowl props for you, and then we're going to go through the NBA and college cards and give out really, really good information where Rick can take his time and give us some decent analysis on these games, because, remember, this is talk you can bet on, and we're going to stick to that today. We don't really have too many, peripheral stories. So, Rick, I hope you did your homework, buddy.
Yeah, I've been studying ever since this morning, ever since I got up. So, I think there's a lot of things looking good tonight in both NBA and college. And like you said, a lot more Super Bowl stuff to go over since we still have 3 more shows until the Super Bowl. So, I think we both have a lot of other things we like that we haven't discussed yet.
I know. We were talking off the air a little bit. I remember when you and Brian usually fly in for the Super Bowls, but since I live here, there were so many years that I would try to find either scalps or middles on these props, and I'd get to the Westgate with 15 sheets of props, and then go over to the other places, the coast and stations. And next thing you know, about 4 hours later, you needed 2 Tylenol and an espresso you got dizzy and you got a headache looking at these things.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if I told you, or if I told you, I'm be coming in there for the Super Bowl again this weekend. So I'll be seeing you over there. We'll get together.
Oh.
Maybe we'll even watch the game together if you, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but yeah, I just made all these plans this morning, so I didn't even get to tell you yet.
Oh, shoot. I got to ask Las Vegas Kristen, because he invited me to his Palms VIP party. I'm going to see if he's got 2 more seats. I can ask him after the show. That should be a great place to watch it, because, he's a VIP there. So
yeah,
that would be awesome. But we definitely got to go out to dinner and talk, get together and all that. But, folks, we're going to be right back. We got to take a small break. Fifth Street Sports back in about 3 minutes. Great stuff today. All stuff you can bet on and make some money.
Hey, it's Rick Tittle, and like the rest of us, you probably made New Year's resolutions, like you're planning to eat better, exercise more, whatever. Well, it all starts with a great night's sleep. You've heard me talk about MyPillow and how it's changed things for me. I wake up feeling brand new. Imagine what a difference a great pillow makes. If you go to MyPillow.com right now and click on their 4-pack, shipping is absolutely free. Yes, go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special, and enter my promo code COZY, C-O-Z-Y, and you'll get 2 premium MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. There is nothing better than the gift of restorative sleep. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special, and use my code COZY to get 2 premium MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Again, free shipping and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to MyPillow.com and click on the 4-pack special and enter my promo code COZY, which works for any offer on MyPillow.com, or go and call 800-966-1472. Once again, promo code COZY.
Watching the game? Think you know what's going to happen next? Well, it's about time you got paid for being right. Introducing WinView, the #1 live TV sports prediction platform. Answer props during the game while competing against your friends and other fans, and you can win cash. Head to PredictSports.tv to start playing now. And check out the weekly $10,000 Monday Night Football main event. That's PredictSports.tv. Watch, predict, win at PredictSports.tv.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but now that I have kids, I don't want to spend my Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner. But thankfully, there's HomeAdvisor. HomeAdvisor helps me find the best home pros in my area to handle any kind of project. You can read reviews of the pros, check their availability, and even book appointments online. And what my wife loves most is that HomeAdvisor is completely free to use.
Go to HomeAdvisor.com or download the free app to get started.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Welcome back, folks. Fifth Street Sports. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Florida Rick. Wow, Rick, great news that you guys are coming in for the Super Bowl. I just sent Las Vegas Chris, one of our residents, a text to see if he can. He's going to try to squeeze you two guys in with us at this VIP party, which should be a great time. But, man, looking forward to seeing you guys. And speaking of the Super Bowl, we've been doing a little bit of homework here because there's a lot of props, but I know you're starting to zero in on a couple. You need to share those with the guys here.
Yeah, well, first of all, just to get back to coming in, I'm coming in. I don't think Oklahoma Brian's going to be able to make it. So, but I'm going to have our other Fifth Street resident, Brian Wilson's going to be in town, and a couple other buddies of ours. So it'll be a really fun time. Yeah, we'll all go to dinners and so forth. We're already planning all that stuff. So we'll keep you in touch. But getting back to the Super Bowl, yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is something we've already said a couple times this week, but I want to reiterate because I think it's really strong, and that's basically betting game under, betting first half under, and probably even first quarter under. Now, this was a big topic last year. It hasn't really been mentioned this year because the Eagles actually did score a late touchdown last year in the first quarter, but the Patriots now, their last, before last year, their previous 7 Super Bowls, there was a combined 15 points in the first quarter between the two teams, so an average of 2.1 points per first quarter. Last year, the Patriots got outscored 9-3 in the first quarter. The Eagles had a late, 34-yard touchdown pass to Alshon Jeffrey, which put it over the first quarter total, which was obviously the first time ever in a Patriots Super Bowl that the game went over the first quarter total. But the Patriots themselves, I believe, have scored either 9 or 12 points, either 3 or 4 field goals themselves personally in 8 Super Bowls. Wow. Which is a pretty unbelievable stat, but it goes with what everything I was saying earlier this week about the game getting off to a slow start. The Patriots are so conservative early on. They just don't want to make any big mistakes, get themselves in a deep hole. And, it kind of fits in the whole Belichick Brady philosophy, which, the last thing you want to do is to get an early turnover, be down 14 before you know it, and now have to be, changing your whole game plan. So so that being said, I think any kind of bet you can make, first half game, first quarter should be under, and then what I would advise is come second quarter, or maybe even if you want to wait till halftime, start betting either in-game over or betting second half over. And I think the best prop on the board, in my eyes, is will there be more points scored in the first half or the second half? Now, normally this prop is about pick a -130 for the second half in most games, but in this game it's actually -0.5, -150 that there'll be more points scored in the second half. But I still think it's a bargain. I think the first half you're looking at I would guess in that 17-20 point range, and then the second half I would expect there to be a good 27 to 34 points. And I love this bet. We'll be playing it. We've already hit a couple slides on it, but once we get to Vegas, we're gonna, really hit some of the, Vegas books on it, and I'm sure they're gonna have some sleepy numbers there. Like Bryce said, they see big plus prices, so if people can get plus 140, plus 150, they're inclined to take that, without even really thinking much, but they're excited to see those big plus numbers.
So second half over, first half under. Yep, that's I know you love that thing. You've already mentioned it about 3 or 4 times, so we're definitely going to be all over that.
Oh yeah, can't wait to get out there and start casino hopping and seeing what kind of lines different casinos have, because the public they go and hit something and then they just leave those juicy numbers up for the rest of us to take.
Well, I'm wearing a T-shirt today. It is 70 degrees and sunny out here, so I think you're gonna enjoy some very good weather out here. Well, you're from Florida, so you enjoy it anyways. Okay, so there's one. So there's a big combination of under props. Now, are my field goals though? See, that kind of fits in with my field goals because I do like the over 3 field goals.
Mm-hmm.
So you figure like if they get three or four field goals, that really, really gets you in good shape for the under.
Yeah. There was another prop that I was checking out that I haven't played yet, but I think I'm gonna hit it at some point. Just gonna see who's gonna have the best line. But how they have those different props they offer, like New England will win the first half and win the game in regulation, or New England wins the first half, but the Rams win the game. There's a prop: the Rams win the first half and New England wins the game in regulation. And I love this play. You can get right now plus 420. And I think it's, I expect the Patriots start off slow. I expect the Rams to maybe have an early lead. And, if Patriots are going to come back and win, or I expect them to come from behind. And I think the fact that you're getting plus 420, plus 415 here is a bargain. I think it's really a game that, in my mind, this is how the game's going to be played out. If the Patriots do win, I'm not saying the Patriots are going to win, but if they do win, I expect them to come from behind. And with that being said, I would expect they, down at the half. So the perfect situation is they're only down by, 1, 2, 3, 4 points at the half. And then now you have them to win the game in the second half and you have plus 418 or plus 420.
Yeah. I like one of the props there, but it kind of fits into Brian's lottery mentality. I like tie in the first half, Patriots win the game. That's the one where you could usually get about 20 to 1, 18 to 1. I can easily see a 10-10, 13-13, 10-10 in the first half. I can definitely see that in the Patriots winning the game. And that one pays nicely. So, but the under kind of fits into what Las Vegas Chris, one of his favorite prop, and we talked about it on Wager Talk. We were on the Wager Talk there with Kelly on Monday. And one of his best props was, will there be no scoring in the first 5.5 or 6.5 minutes of the game? And he's definitely all over the no under on that, which makes sense because, Patriots are going to defer the kickoff. And if the Rams get the ball first, just a couple of drives with Gurley running. And then you even mentioned, even if they only get one first down and kill 3.5 minutes and give it to the Patriots, well, I think the Patriots are going to grind too. So that could be a really nice wager there.
I think that's an incredible bet. I know you mentioned that a couple of days ago, and I was all over it then, and I still am. I think the only way you're going to get screwed in that bet is if there's an early turnover, kind of like the Alabama Clemson game, which that interception touchdown on the second possession of the game just changed, or maybe it was the first possession. But anyway, it changed the entire game, and that's what led to the game going over. It eventually only went over by 2.5, 3 points. So I think that's the only way you're going to really get screwed in the situation. If there's not necessarily an interception touchdown, but say they fumble the kickoff or, first or second play from scrimmage, they just fumble, turn it over, interception. But I think the way the Patriots play, not saying they're going to get the ball first, but, they're just playing to just be in the game and not make that mistake early. So I love that bet. I know I think that's a Westgate or the Superbook over there. They're using will it be a score in the first 90 seconds? Will it be a score in the first 2 minutes, the first 3 minutes? So I think it's like minus 50 to 1, no minus 30 to 1, but there's some crazy bets they're offering. And boy, I can't wait to get over there too, because their board is going to be full of like 6,000 props. Your head's be spinning. You can't believe all the props they're going to have over there. That's going to be a lot of fun looking at their board. Definitely.
So with the field goals over, one of the only no props that I would be a little bit careful on, because I know Brian mentioned he liked, and you, myself, we all agree that the best prices are usually on the under and the no. I'd be a little careful on no 2-point conversion. You got to lay a pretty hefty price around 360, 350. Because with this Rams coach, I know he played it really safe, which was out of character for him to tie the game at 20 with the Saints. But this guy is like notorious for doing strange things, going for two. He's a real gambler kind of a thing. So I would definitely be careful on the no 2-point conversion. It's a big price, and you got two coaches that are willing to try it, you know?
I'm with you there. I would not want to be on the no with that price. And nowadays, you know, with all the, you know, funky numbers and missed extra points and so forth, 2-point conversions it seems like they happen, you know, pretty regularly. So I would never lay that type of price as well.
Yeah. Boy, I wonder how much it was that year with the Falcons when the Patriots had to get 3 of them themselves. Remember, they had 3 2-point conversions to get 24 points with 3 touchdowns. Imagine over 2.5. Guys, we got to take a timeout. Fifth Street Sports back in 3 minutes.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30, 60, or 90-day invoices? Can't get a business loan? Have no equity? Bad credit? Or maybe no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors right now. AmeriFactors will give you cash for your invoices and there's nothing to pay back. We simply buy your account receivables, and if those clients don't pay on the invoices, we take the loss. We give you funds based on your account receivables, not your credit, and 98% of all applicants are approved. It's that simple. With AmeriFactors, there's no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the funds up front, then we wait for your customers to pay us. Fund your business today. Call AmeriFactors right now.
800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. That's 800-847-1183.
Where do you want to go on a vacation or honeymoon? The Caribbean, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico? How about Disney or a cruise? At Superior Cruise and Travel, we've got you covered. We'll assign you your own travel concierge. They'll help you design a custom vacation plan that you can't find online. And the service is completely free. You can't compare the value of this to any other online travel company. We can help you plan a custom vacation anywhere in the world. We even offer payment plans with no credit card required. Now you pay off your vacation on your time schedule. Call now and mention the promo code RADIO and save up to $500. Book your custom trip. Call Superior Cruise and Travel now and talk to one of the highest rated travel agencies in the country with a 5-star A+ online rating.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Welcome back, folks, to Fifth Street Sports. I'm Frank Perez, joined with my co-host, Florida Rick, on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, also on the iHeartRadio. And you can catch us on American Forces. Rick, before we get started on some Super Bowl, yesterday, we have one of our loyal listeners, and we respect him a lot, is Dan Kaplan. Dan Kaplan yesterday asked a very valid question that we didn't have enough time to really address it because it was kind of directed towards you. And let's plug Dan in. You know, he deserved a little better kind of response, but we had no time, Dan. So here we go. Rick's going to address your question on if it's overrated fading the public.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that. We only had a minute there yesterday, and we were still giving out our plays for the rest of the day. But all I wanted to say is, yeah, it's not just about fading the public. Just look at the public percentages and going the opposite way. It involves line movement and public percentages, as well as, you know, when these games are being played at the time of year. So, for instance, let's just say, for example, I'm just making something up. Tonight's game, Indiana-Washington, the NBA. Say Indiana's -1 and the public is 75% Indiana. The line opened at -1. It hasn't moved. So the public is throwing 3 of every 4 bets are coming in on Indiana, meaning that the money, you know, all the public money is coming in them. The line should be moving in their favor. So you should be seeing books going to 2, maybe 2.5, but the line's holding steady at 1, or even some books are going to pick them. They're moving the opposite way, you know, which is called reverse line movement. In these type of situations, these are the best plays to fade the public on. If the public's betting a game at -1, they're 80% on it. The game's up to 3, 3.5. It's a different story, because at that point, you know, it's obvious that sharp money is on the same side. So it's not that you're always fading the public; they're always wrong. I mean, for the most part, they usually are wrong, but definitely not always. And then when you look at this time of year right now in college basketball and NBA too, we're already in conference play in college, and NBA we're already past the midway point. And the later in the season, in all sports, the public is even more wrong than they usually are. At the beginning of the year, it's pretty much toss up. But later in the year, they're going to get it wrong more often. They're getting it right, and especially, like I said, when there's reverse line movement. And these are the games where I'm telling you the public is, say, 80% on the side. The line's gone from -8 to -7.5, and so it's obvious that the sharps are just buying back that game. And usually in these instances, you'll see the public's 80% on the side, but the money may be 60% on the dog. So what's happening is all the big money, all the sharp money is coming in on the dog, but all the public money is coming on the favorite. And then you're seeing the line either hold steady or move a half point to a point in the opposite direction as the public. And those are the situations where we just love fading the public. And when I'm kind of saying it on the show, that's pretty much what I'm stressing, but I just haven't really said it until now.
Yeah, but now, Rick, see, the way you just explained it, that really makes sense, because when you say 75% of the public, that means 3 out of 4 tickets, not the amount of the tickets. And then here's the clearest thing you said. A lot of the times, if the public was getting respected or knew what they were doing, you're right. If it was 80% of the bets coming in on the -1, well, you would see it going up to 2, 2.5. But yet it's not. That means that the public keeps betting, and the sharps are saying, "Bring it on," and they just keep taking it and taking it. They're as soon as the public moving the money is not moving the line, then it's absolutely correct what you're saying. Hey, Rick, but before we get to the next segment, because we're going to break down these games, I got a couple of texts in from one of our partners in residence, Las Vegas Chris, because his sweet spot and where we've done really well is all on the Oscar betting. Now he's really really pissed off right now because New Jersey just opened. They're able to take bets on the Oscars, and they're going for it now. And Johnny Avello, who used to be here at the Wynn, he would always, since it wasn't legal in Nevada to do that, he would put up kind of like make believe fantasy lines, which were pretty good on all, but you couldn't bet them. Now he's in New Jersey where you can bet them. So I think our partner and resident here, Las Vegas Chris, is really ticked off about that New Jersey could actually take action on these and Vegas doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, as we see, there's a lot of offshore books that take bets too. But I didn't realize that none of the Vegas books are take action on the Oscars.
No, they don't, and I don't think they do on any of the politicals too. There was no betting on the presidential races. Not. They would put up the lines just for fun so the public can see them, but they didn't. Which, it's ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous to me. If you're a gambling state and taking action, remember that really kind of nonsense that they would have in Mississippi, like, okay, they legalized gambling, but you had to be on the water. What a jerk job. I mean, if you're going to legalize it, you legalize it. You don't make them put it like a little tiny thing out there in the middle of the river. Just legalize it. Get it over with. Don't start saying like, oh, it's okay to be legal, but you got to be on the water. Just, have some backbone and balls and just put it exactly where you're supposed to. Vegas should take action on political events. Maybe not the ones in state, you know what I mean? Maybe not the ones that like the governor's races here and them, but they should be taking action on that and the Oscars. And I know that's got our partner Chris kind of ticked off, but so with that being said,
I was looking at some of those Oscar lines, just not to get off subject, but I was looking at some of those Oscar lines and some of those movies. It's like the first time I've ever heard of the movie is when I was looking at the lines. I'm not really a movie buff, so I see some of these. It's a movie called Roma. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not, but that's like I guess that's the favorite to win Best Oscar. And
I like
Best Director.
I like the Green Book. I like the Green Book on that. But you know who I think should win Best Actor is I forget his name, but he's from Mr. Robot, and he played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Rami Malek, right? I think that's his name.
I love that.
I think
what a job.
I didn't see the movie, but I heard he was incredible, and he is actually a slight favorite over Christian Bale for his role in Vice to win the. Those are the only guys with even a low price. Everyone else is like 15-1 or 20-1, so it's going to be one of those two guys who win it. Yeah, two movies that I want to see that one day I'll see. But
that was a great movie. So was the Green Book. Those were really, really good. I didn't see Roma. I know Chris watches all of them, and that's why we always win, and we always really find some nice sleepers. But I think the Green Book. But I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for him in Bohemian Rhapsody. He did. I mean, that was a really well done, great movie. But Rick, so now getting back to some stuff tonight, because we got a big card, and we really want to give you some time to explain the games, because you got great explanations on these games. So let's go through the NBA card. Okay, guys, now this is talk that you can bet on with a little bit of time. We're not so rushed right now because we're not going to talk peripheral. We don't give a crap about Anthony Davis anymore, about all these guys. Let them do whatever they want. Here we go. The Miami Heat is at home laying 10 to the Bulls, and the total's 207.5.
Yeah, I think the Bulls are a good play here. The Heat have never been, ever since LeBron left, the Heat have never been a team that can cover big numbers. No matter who they're playing, the worst team in the league, at home, on the road, in Mexico, doesn't matter. They just don't do well covering big numbers. And once it reaches double digits, I would love to see the percentages of what the Heat are covering double digits since LeBron left. It's got to be one of the lowest, if not the lowest, in the NBA. So, although the Bulls aren't a very good team and the Heat are rested, I would definitely like the Bulls in this spot, figuring the Heat are one of those teams that just play down to their opponents, especially when they play these, bottom feeder teams. And I think the Bulls will keep this game close. I would take the 10, and I think at some books you can even get 10.5, and maybe somewhere out there you can find an 11, but you definitely get 10.5, I think, if you shop around.
Okay, nothing on the total, right?
No opinion at all.
All right, here we go. Here's the next game. Now the Mavericks are laying 6.5 on the road to the Knicks, and that totals 215. 6.5, 215.
I'm not sold on Dallas and the whole Luka Doncic craze. I know everybody else is, and everyone thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but while he's going to be a great player, and he's still only 19 years old, I think.
Yeah, so obviously you're gonna tend to want to take the Knicks here. I mean, I like the Knicks at home getting 6.5. Now we lost a little bit of transmission here with Rick, so the next game that I was going to mention to him is the Memphis Grizzlies. Nope, it's going to be the Charlotte Hornets getting 7 against the Celtics. And then we would go down to the Grizzlies getting 4 against the Timberwolves. So as soon as we can get Rick back on the line, we're going to go through those two. We have 8 games in the NBA today. And folks, when we get to the third segment, more talk you can bet on. We're going to go through the college board, but we're not going to go through every game in college. We're just going to go through the ones that Rick has 5 plays in college. So when we get to the third segment, and we're going to be talking about games in college, it's going to be Rick's 5 plays. I actually talked off the air with him a little bit today, and 2 of the games that he gives are absolute matches with me, which was my only 2 plays. But you got to stay tuned for the third segment on that one. So getting back to the Oscars, guys, while we get Rick back on transmission, I'm going to definitely take the Bohemian Rhapsody guy. He just mentioned his name. To win the Best Actor. I think Chris is going to probably talk me into the Green Book for Best Movie. Those are going to probably be my only 2 wagers, and then of course I just go with whatever Chris puts up there because he stays away from some, because some are absolute locks, but the prices are ridiculous, like Best Director, Best Screenplay, those kind of things like that. But on his 4 or 5 plays that we usually unload on every year. And here's another one. I'm gonna give you guys a nice treat on Friday. I get a really good connection out of Costa Rica, and I know it's a silly prop, but it's the first song by Maroon 5. The first song they're gonna sing. I'll give you that prop on Friday, folks. Right back. Timeout. Fifth Street Sports.
It has been said that everyone has a book in them, but do you have the time or the ability to write your book? Maybe you picked up some skills or had a life experience that you want to pass on in the form of a book to help others. Maybe you want to leave an autobiography for your family. Or maybe you've built a successful business and you want to share your story. At Dorrance Publishing Company, we have professional writers who can help turn your book idea into a finished manuscript quickly and affordably. A Dorrance ghostwriter can provide as much or as little help as you need to complete your book. You'll work directly with your ghostwriter to finish your book faster than you ever could on your own. It's easy to become a published author. Call Dorrance now to learn more. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. Call right now. That number is 800-485-6003.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the Tax Helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. That's 800-932-1749.
Valentine's Day is brutal on us guys. The pressure to buy the perfect gift is intense, right? Flowers are always the right call, but here's where it gets dicey. If you show up with produce department flowers that smell like green onions, you're toast. Same with sending stale flowers plus an upsell balloon from some flower giant website. The Bouqs is the ticket. That's short for bouquets, and these flowers are bouquing awesome. Look, there's a huge difference between flowers from the Bouqs and the others. And trust me, she knows it. Bouqs delivers spectacular flowers cut fresh from the finest farms in the world. They even have farms on the side of a volcano that produce the most amazing flowers ever. Bouqs are picked fresh and shipped direct, so they stay fresher longer. And Bouqs cuts out the middleman, so you save big time. Be a hero this Valentine's Day with flowers from the Bouqs. Go to Bouqs.com. That's BOUQS.com and enter the code RON for 20% off. Yeah, 20% off when you enter RON at BOUQS.com.
Hi, folks. We're back here now. Fifth Street Sports, third segment. We've been talking about stuff you can bet on most of the entire show, but now we're going to really get into the crux of it. We lost Rick. He had some kind of technical difficulty, but I think he's back. and we were at Rick. You were just about to finish off the Dallas getting 6.5 against the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks getting six. The Knicks getting 6.5 against Dallas.
Okay, yeah, I truly apologize for that. I don't really know what happened, but I'm back now, and I guess that's all that matters. So, yeah, getting back to that game. So, yeah, I really like Dallas here getting 6.5. I'm sorry, the Knicks here getting 6.5 from Dallas. I think this line is a couple points off. I think you can get 7 if you shop around. I think money line's in play here at plus 240, plus 250 or so. So Dallas would definitely be. I mean, the Knicks will definitely be a play, plus the 6.5 or plus 7.
Okay, now we're going to go to the next game here. We might. By the way, when we get to college, Rick, we're not going to go through the board. We're just going to go through the games you like because there's too many games. We'll definitely not have enough time. Here, Charlotte's getting 7 at Boston. And should I tell you the totals? Like, do you have any opinions on these totals, or should we just go straight to the spreads?
I'm not. I'll let you know if I have an opinion on a total. Usually,
Okay.
for the most part, I don't. But if I do, I'll make sure to let you know that this game, I really think the under's a good play or the over's a good play. But yeah, you don't need to mention it for the most part. I'll let you know.
All right, so we got Boston laying 7 to the Hornets.
Okay, another game. Kyrie Irving is out again. Boston does seem to play well without him. You know, they're playing a solid team in Charlotte, and I think this is, you know, Boston's starting to fade a bit without Kyrie Irving. So I do like Charlotte here, plus the 7. I don't see them winning, but, you know, money line plus 230, plus 240 could be in play for very small, like quarter unit play. But I do think Charlotte's going to keep this game close, and I like them plus the 7.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the next game. Is Memphis is getting 4 at Minnesota.
Yeah, a game with a lot of injuries on both sides, a bunch of questionable players. Not really a game I'd enjoy watching. Don't have a strong opinion. Memphis did open 5. It's down to 4. I would lean Memphis, but not at all strong play here. I would probably lean a little bit towards the under too, with so many players being banged up in this game. Memphis likes to try to keep tempo down. Minnesota likes to keep it up though, so it wouldn't be a strong play either. But I would probably have a slight lean to the under, slight lean to Memphis, but nothing strong.
All right, here's another one. Now we got the Denver's laying 9 at New Orleans.
Yeah, a case of New Orleans playing back-to-back after that big win last night at Houston is an 11.5 point dog that we talked about last night with the return of Chris Paul. It would have been nice to have had the money line now when we had the spread, but man, that money line would have paid good 550, 6-1. But yeah, New Orleans, you know, Anthony Davis has gone down. They haven't been playing that bad. They're a solid team. I mean, Denver's rested now. New Orleans playing back-to-back games, so you know that's why the line is so high. But I could only take New Orleans here, plus 9 at home, coming off that big win last night. But I wouldn't recommend it as a strong play, but maybe a half unit play, taking New Orleans plus the 9. I think they have a good chemistry together with Davis being out, and I guess they know that at some point he's be leaving, whether it be this year or the next week, or whether it be at the end of the year. So you know, probably makes them even closer as a unit. And yeah, take New Orleans plus the 9. That's a play.
Here's a really tough game. We got, well, they're all tough with the spread. Pacers are at Washington. Washington's laying a very weak. In fact, it's pick 'em. Washington's pick 'em.
Yeah, this is a true pick. Indiana has struggled without Oladipo, who's clearly the best player. They have a bunch of good role players in the team. Washington's been coming on strong. I think Washington here is a solid play, being at home. Indiana still needs to find themselves, and you know, while they're still going to make the playoffs because they had such a good year before Oladipo went out, I think they're going to start sliding and probably end up in the 6 or 7 spot instead of the top 4. But I definitely would lean Washington here, and yeah, maybe there's some books I think out there, a couple books in Vegas I was heard earlier, it's still plus 1. So you're going to definitely get a pick 'em, and if you shop around, you might even get a plus 1 in this game too. So Washington would be a play for me.
All right, here's another one. We got Atlanta is at Sacramento. Sacramento is laying just a flat 5.
Okay, I see that one. Now this is a game where I am going to veer towards the total. On the side, I don't have a strong opinion. I would lean Sacramento, but I wouldn't go out and bet it. But I do think the over 235.5 is very strong play. These teams don't play defense. They both love to run up and down, take a ton of 3-pointers. This is the type of game where I expect the first quarter to already be, something in the lines of, like 39, 32. It'd be a 70-point first quarter, and you're already, on your way to the over. And you just don't see how these teams could ever combine for like a quarter of less than, say, 55 to 57 points, because they just play too fast, take too many threes, don't play good defense. So while this total is very high, I think the over is a good bet here. So I'm going to go with over 235.5.
Right. And here's the last one. A tough game here. You got the Jazz laying 1 at Portland.
Okay. Another game that we talked about earlier today, and I think you gave me this play, and I told you I saw some sharp accounts, and it makes a lot of sense. This game will probably be played as a playoff game with the same intensity, and both teams are going to be fighting, for the positioning in the Western Conference playoffs. It's basically a pick 'em or Utah -1. While I don't really have an opinion on the side, I do think the under is a good play here. The way the game should be played, very physical, tough defense. And I know that was a play that I know you liked earlier too. So I'm going to go under 217.5.
Okay, so Rick, we gave out, you gave a kind of an analysis on every game, a little bit of leans and sides. Before we get to the College Board, so what are our official plays in the NBA that we're releasing to the listeners that we're actually going to bet decently on and we really like?
Okay, let's take game 553, Bulls +10. We're going to go with game 556, Knicks +10, +6.5, or possibly +7. And game 557, Charlotte +7. Game 562, New Orleans +9. We're going to go with 564, Washington. This is crazy because we're playing almost every game, but it's a card we really like. 564, Washington, pick 'em. 565, Atlanta, Sacramento over the 235.5. And then 568, Portland, Utah under the 217.5.
Beautiful.
So that's actually 7 plays we're giving out tonight.
Wow, you gotta. I mean, they're gonna think that we're junkies over here. We got the needle, but we like
later
them.
in the year. Yeah. These things start matching up.
We like them.
So that's 7 plays, 7 of the 8 games tonight. No giant plays, but just play. Your half to a unit on a play, and I think overall, we should win more than we lose.
Hey, but before we get to the junior circuit here, the NCAA. Where's Oklahoma Brian? Is he stuck at the arcade again?
I don't think so. I think that was a holiday special with children. So I think today he's busy teaching classes, and I think he's pretty much stuck doing that for the rest of the day and night.
Boy, he's ditching us. Okay.
Yeah, that's why he can't make it to Vegas. I would love for him to come out, and then we could just go to every single casino out there between all of us and hit all the off props. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Unfortunately, he's got too many classes and too many children.
So he's going to put academics and learning and teaching above gambling, drinking, and smoking cigars. What's
wrong with him?
Where's his priorities? Come on.
I think we should take away his man card for this. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, come on, my gosh. Unbelievable. He's shaming all of us. All right, here we go. So Rick, let's get to the junior circuit. We're going to just talk about the games we actually are going to bet and we feel like releasing or like.
Okay, it's a big card, but there's only a few games that I'm pretty big on tonight. But there were a couple that you liked earlier too. Did you get already bet those, or were you going to bet them later, or what do you think?
Actually, I've been betting as you've been releasing. So all those NBA plays are already bet. So if you have a bad day tomorrow, I'm going to try to get a payday loan sponsor here for the show.
No, I meant your college. I know there's a couple college games you mentioned to me earlier before the show that you were on. You liked. I don't know if you bet them or not.
Not yet, brother. Because if they disagree with you, I'm not going to bet them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, those games, like I said, I don't really have much of an opinion on, but I feel like. I know that one was Northern Iowa getting 10. I know you said you liked, and I wouldn't disagree with you, especially with a total of 120. it's a lot of points to be getting with a low total. So I don't really have an opinion, but I would only take that side. And I think the other one you mentioned was what, Richmond +10 at St. Louis.
No. Well, yeah, I kind of mentioned that one a little bit, but the Wyoming getting 12.5. I know you said Fresno's playing better.
Yeah, but that's a lot of points to be giving on the road, unless you're a super team. And Wyoming, while they're having a down year, they still have some good athletes, and they recruit pretty well. So yeah, I would only take Wyoming, although it's not one of those plays that I'm going to give out. But it's a play that you mentioned, and I would only be on that side as well. But in terms of plays that I personally like, there's like I said, there's only a couple that I truly like tonight in the college. And the first, they're both home dogs, and the first one is game right here, game 8-16. DePaul getting 6, possibly 6.5 if you shop around, at home against Villanova. DePaul's is a much improved team this year. Villanova, while they've been playing very good basketball of late, this would be a really tough spot on the road in Chicago. I wonder how the travel worked with that. Did they go up there a couple days early? Because if they try to go up there, yesterday or today, I don't know if they would have made it. But they probably were in for a miserable travel experience as well. And I think DePaul's been such a big game for them, getting a lot of points at home. I think money line angles in play too here, +215, +220 or so. So game 8-16 DePaul +6, and maybe, like I said, a quarter or half a unit money line +215, +220 is worthy of a shot too. So that's my first college play that I really truly like tonight. And my second one, and I'm looking for the game number here. Here it is, game 8-26. Texas A&M at home. The line is now down to 5 against LSU. It was 5.5, even some 6s earlier. It's now 5. This is a game that I don't see how they're getting this many points at home. I think this is closer to my eyes to a pick 'em. And LSU's had a better year, but Texas A&M is a really strong home team. I'm really shocked by this line, and this is gonna be our biggest bet of the night. So game 8-26, Texas A&M +5. If you shop around, you might be able to still get a 5.5 out there, and anywhere from +185 to +200 on the money line.
Really like
I think
that.
it's a very solid play, and yeah, I think we'll be coming back on tomorrow saying, "Wow, I wish we bet more in this game." So those are the 2 college games that I really had my that I was really all over. And the one other one, which we had mentioned before the show, and I still like, not to the same extent as the other 2, but it's a Pac-12 game. It's game 8-36 on the rotation. Washington State getting 4.5 at home against the UCLA team. Definitely doesn't play well on the road. It's a much different team at home. They are on the road, and Wazoo is the same boat. They're a much better home team. They are a road team. I think these are 3 home dogs now that all I think could win outright. So Wazoo getting 4.5 at home and about +170, +175 on the money line. I think these are all. It's moving right now as we're talking.
Yeah, because I'm betting it.
But,
because I'm betting it as you're talking.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys, right. we don't fool around like touts and everybody that don't bet their own crap. I'm actually betting as Rick is talking, so I'm moving these lines. Anyways, guys, Fifth Street Sports back in 3.
Do you use the blue pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the blue pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. That's 800-957-6063.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But The Secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
All right, folks, so there you go. We had a show about 75 to 80% on betting, making money. We got off of some of the peripheral kind of things happening in sports that obviously we're getting just a little bit tired of because you guys want to make some money and listen to some good stuff. But once again, Rick, we're in with 10 plays today, buddy. So if you're an action junkie that likes value and likes action, that means 20 plays in 2 days. That's actually unheard of for us at Fifth Street.
Yeah, well, we've had some really big cards, come ever since the New Year's, and now like getting into conference season. I was saying this before the college basketball even started. I really don't like playing much college basketball until the conference season gets underway. It's it's a lot of it seems like you're throwing darts, early on, but now you kind of have a grasp for the teams and the home teams and road teams and everything. And I think this is the best time of year to start betting college basketball. So, yeah.
So here we go, Rick. We're going to now correct me if I get any of these wrongs. Here's our plays. We are going to go with the Bulls plus 10, the Knicks plus 7, Charlotte plus 7. We're going to take Washington pick. It's all NBA, folks. We're going to take the New Orleans Pelicans on a half unit plus 9 against Denver, over 235.5 with Sacramento and Atlanta, and we're going to go with under 217 with Utah and Minnesota. That should be 7 plays. Does that match?
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
All right, now here's college. And the way we talked about it, we're going to take DePaul plus 6 and Washington plus 4.5. And that really was me betting it. I was
Washington State.
Washington State.
It's Washington State. Yeah.
I was actually betting these as you were talking because a lot of the times the show, at the end of the show, we I forget to bet them all, or I'm driving in traffic, and obviously now our unit and a half play is going to be the Texas A&M plus 5 against LSU, and on the money line for half a unit. So there you go, folks. Good luck to us, Rick. Thank you. Great show, buddy. Folks, we appreciate you and thank you, and I hope we have a great night. We got 10 games. Let's try to win some dough.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
A special House Senate committee is looking to craft a long-term budget extension to avert another partial government shutdown. Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn tells Fox News she hopes there isn't another partial shutdown.
Nobody wants the government shut down. What we want is for the Democrats to negotiate.
Venezuela's Supreme Court is barring opposition leader Juan Guaido from leaving the country. The court, packed with members that are loyal to President Nicolas Maduro, also ordered Guaido's assets frozen. Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger says the situation in Venezuela does affect Americans.
We used to have this idea called the Monroe Doctrine, which is interest in your hemisphere, and for too long we've ignored that. It is in our interest to ensure that there is democracy